There's a Greek myth about a sculptor, Pygmalion, who carved a woman out of ivory. The statue became so realistic and beautiful that Pygmalion fell in love and started treating it like a real woman. He brought it gifts like pretty seashells and songbirds, dressed it in fine clothes and jewelry, and even talked to it. And after a while, the statue, with Aphrodite's help, responded by coming to life. This, of course, is pure fantasy, but the science suggests that it's easier to sculpt another person than you'd think. All you need is a belief. Here's a common one. Attractive people are more outgoing, warm, and interesting. In the 1970s, psychologists tested the power of this stereotype. They set up 10-minute phone calls between men and women who had never met.
Hello?
They showed each man a picture of a woman and said, "This is who you're talking to." But it wasn't. The photo was of someone else, someone either attractive or unattractive. Here's what the psychologist wanted to know. Would believing someone was attractive actually change her personality? The short answer was yes. If you listened to just the women's side of the call, you could hear it. Regardless of their actual personality or looks, women believed to be attractive did become more likable and friendly. We call this the Pygmalion effect, when an expectation in one person's mind changes how another person behaves. And it can go the opposite way too. Women believed to be unattractive became colder and more awkward.
Okay, I guess.
Experiments like this show us how powerful expectations can be. Even if they're never said out loud, our beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies.
Research has been criticized for both right and wrong reasons. Personally, I keep an open mind. The rice experiment I'm about to try, it's not a very scientific approach, obviously, and it doesn't really prove anything, but it's a very interesting experiment nonetheless, and it seems to be working every single time. Since rice absorbs water when you cook it, you can basically conduct the same research Dr. Masaru did. I approached the experiment by purchasing 3 brand new glass containers. I cooked some rice and added the exact same amount of rice in each container. And every day for about 2 months, I'd spend 60 seconds per container telling them either negative or positive things. The container marked love. I'd say nice things such as, "You're awesome" and "I love you." And to the container marked hate, I'd say horrible things such as, "You don't deserve to live" and "You make me sick" and "Go and kill yourself." And the container marked ignore, I'd do just that. It's been about 9 weeks now and it's finally over. And I'm happy to tell you that it's a success. Alright, and this is what happened. Alright, so the container marked with love it's in quite good shape. It's a little yellow, but I'd probably eat it. Alright, and the container marked hate it's in bad shape. Alright, this is quite disgusting. There's no way I would even touch this. The container marked ignore it's in better shape than the container marked hate, but it's still quite disgusting. It's actually quite surprising because I thought that the container marked ignore would be in the worst shape of all. But for some reason, it's not. You know, I've seen people doing this experiment and the container marked ignore would always, in most cases, be the one in the worst shape. This experiment, it just proves to me that our thoughts is not just an interior force, but also an exterior force, which means that our thoughts gives out some kind of energy, you know, vibrations when we think about something, and it goes outwards. Now, you might think that there's room for coincidence, but this works every time. If you want to try it yourself and narrow down your odds, try using 25 containers or even 50 containers. This works, and it shows that our thoughts literally shapes our life. It all starts in your mind. What you think and feel, you will become. If you think in positive terms, your life will be positive in every aspect of life. I guarantee it.